Okay, so today is the 22nd of February, and okay, this is I think the last video that I will do here, and that I was not here for many days, for also more than weeks, 2-3 weeks. And what I just to observe here is this patch, no? We have done this, I don't remember, maybe more than 1 month ago, and just want to say something that I'm noticing using the coconut mulch, because actually it's not going like I was expecting to go, no? The only mulch that we have was coconut peel. It is this kind. It's very fibery, and for me it's not the best to use like a mulch, and for sure in the vegetable, doing vegetable is not the best mulch to be used, because it's very difficult to let them decompose. It's decompose very slowly, and also it's too fibery. It's not adapt to this kind of roll. What I see is the best one for me is you see that there is already the soil. No, I take it out. This soil is already there. There is no organic matter, very few that is start to decompose. Only this more than 1 month. I remember with the weed that is, I mean, just in 1 week, if you keep it moisture, if you keep it watered, it's going to decompose very fast. So what I observe, coconut mulch in that way, used like this, to be sincere, is not the best. Should be breaking down more. I was reflecting also why. Because coconut is origin no, in the beach area, no? So it's something that the fruit is supposed to floating in the water, not to go from an island to another island. So it's not really made, to solidify the soil. It's just, something that should not. It's just a tree that stay in the beach, no, not in the internal area of the island. Maybe this one reasons, I don't know. But I see that it's not really it's not able to be integrated really well in the soil. Maybe if we break it down with some machine, then you do the coco pit, then for sure it can be used. But like this, it takes a lot of time. And I see also in the trees, around the trees, same, take a lot of time, really a lot of time. Now, for example, here we have weed, and the weed, as you see, is very better. It's decomposed, it's becoming soil very faster than the coconut. And you see, so I think it's not the right, how we can say, the right ecosystem to be used. The coconut peel. So this is one observation. Another observation, that we are in the summer now, very dry. It's very dry. It's not raining at all. And from January till now, that we are in the last part of February, it's not raining, no. And will not raining till May, I think, till June, maybe more. And the sprouting is very low, sprouting. And it's so complex, because the plant, what they are doing, the plant is just to try to survive, to resist the heat of the sun that now can arrive till 34, 35 degrees Celsius. And they struggle a little bit. They don't grow. They grow very slowly. You see here we have okra, ladyfinger, sunflower, we have spinach. We have what's the name? Coriander. So yeah, we have tried many seed, to see what we can grow during the summer, and actually everything is very difficult to be grown. I see that more also here we put more seed. We do high density of sowing is better because they're able to you know, to keep the moisture down, no? And maybe the gourd, you know, like cucumber, bitter gourd, bottle gourd, maybe you know, like snake gourd, they can do better. But actually also them, they're you know, they are struggling. And because higher of 30 degrees the germination is very bad. Very few seeds are able to germinate when the temperature is more than 30, 31, so very less percentage of germination. So we have done in a different way. We have put different mulch to see the germination if it can change, but to be sincere, is not for the mulch that we use too much. We have used cheap wood here, only weed here, and bare soil there. Okay, maybe it's getting easier for them to germinate in the cheap wood or in the grass, I mean the weed, and less in the bare soil. But still they're struggling. Still they're struggling a lot. So the problem here for sure that there is no shade. Any shade all during all the days. So summer is will be May, I think 36, 37 degrees, and very few stuff can be grown. I see some germination here. So I was thinking like this. I think that one observation is that if we grow in the vegetable in this season, that is very difficult, so in summer, in some line of agroforestry, so they have partial shade, for sure they can grow better. And I see them, okay, they have already cut the moringa tree. If we do one line and give some space from each line to another line, you know, like 4 or 5 meters, you can grow vegetable very well for me. I went there, inside of the moringa forest. There is humidity is very high, and the sun can enter, actually not fully, but can give some rest to the plant. Because if they have to stay all the day with the sun, because now all the day is sunny, never there is cloud, they struggle. They close the stomachs, I don't know, the pores, so they cannot do photosynthesis. And they just do the photosynthesis in the first day in the first part of the day and the last part of the day. All this is stress for them. So that's it. If you can see also radish, they are in stress. Water is full in the soil. This is one observation. One observation is the season. Now about the season, how much is difficult to grow in full sun a vegetable in the summer season with 35 degrees. And another is the coconut mulch. I think is not I'm doing this video also to remember. I think the coconut mulch is not the one of the best mulch to be used. For sure the best one is starting with the weed. I mean with mulch of weed, and then woods. But coconut mulch for me is not one of the best. Okay, so we go another place. So here, just to finish, to remember how it was, I think more than 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago, is almost finished. There are only some snake gourd that they are harvesting. They are beautiful actually. This you can also grow, eat in the vegetable, I mean in the salad. You can eat raw. And almost everything is finished. So all the cucumber is finished. We have tomato that are growing. Actually not that much good, but I was not here for 3 weeks. But they are doing a good job. I mean, they harvest something. There are, see the snake gourd. They're nice. maybe bottle gourd. And that's it. This is going to finish this crop. And I think the only crop that can grow very well in the summer are all the kind of gourd. They can manage the high temperature, but they have to grow in some ecosystem, in some partial shade, because they don't love, they don't like it too much, stress of the sun. They like some humidity around the leaf. And that's it. The other, here there was a big problem, no? The beans was growing very well, but then all the, peacocks came and hit all the time the beans. And then again, they try to do another flower, to do another production. But yeah, at least the sunflower can be harvested, very few. And this was not a beans that, grow in horizontal, but he want to climb. You see here, there are some that they reach, the trailing. They try to trailing. They want to trail also these beans, no? Then they produce the beans here. But this without peacocks and without the right conformation of the crop, so some support of trailing. I think they can do very well. That's it, the last part. I mean, all the animals came, eat everything here. Very disappointing, actually. Yeah, so we go in the another. Just to finish, to remember what I have planted, because then I will forget. This video is important also for me to remember in this place of south of India and this kind of season for growing. So for sure sunflower are very strong. Also, if any kind of seed that we have planted here are struggling, also sunflower, that is very resistant to the sun, is struggling also to sprout. Take a lot of time to sprout and to grow. Sunflower can sprout, not too good, but can sprout. All the, to be sincere, many all the radish, this kind of plant that came from the, how do you say, beetroots and this, don't remember the name, they struggling to sprout. All them, they struggling to sprout, and if they sprout, they die. They don't have resistance. Also tomato. You see tomato here, he sprout, but a lot of struggling to grow. This one, I think is 3 weeks, and just like this, you see. Also the weeds, weed. This is weed, no? Is take a lot of time to grow. So any kind of vegetation that is here, weed or vegetable that we are trying to grow is struggling. Mostly I think for the climate, not for the coconut, but yeah. Then busy carrot is not doing that bad actually. Not so bad. There are some places you see that the soil is better here. There are some reasons actually because here they're growing better. I will not explain right now, but for some past reasons of mulching. And yeah. Then all the spinach, also these are struggling. Many spinach are struggling. They don't love this kind of sun for sure. They grow very well at 21, 22 degrees. This is not the right climate. And then what we have here, I don't remember. There's some kind of, I think this is, some bitter gourd, I don't remember. I have planted the watermelon. I see that the gourds, they can sprout. Actually, that the one that can do better in the summer. They are very resistant. This I seed very few days ago. And also ladyfinger can sprout. It is quite resistant to the heat. But some problem. I mean, very few are sprouted. The one that are sprouted are so small. So, yeah. Then we have marigold, the flower, no? That also here in this place they're growing better than the other place. Marigold, there are some problem also in the soil. And then coriander coriander, spinach again, coriander. I will not explain how we have done this, but I see something that when we put more seed, they can grow better, for sure. I remember here I put a lot of seed and there very few seed. Yeah. That's it. Then in this patch, what we have? Yeah, I think some bottle gourd here, spinach very bad, radish very bad. Radish, they're growing very bad actually. They're almost eaten by the peacocks also. Beans struggling a lot. Some radish there, you know, in the last part, but a lot of problem. And some gourd. Yeah, actually everything is not good. The soil for sure was not worked well in a proper way. I will come back to this argument in the next video, because here we have worked the soil not in a, I think not in a good way. Here some, don't remember, just sprouting now. Yeah, but to be sincere, very bad result, huh? Not happy at all. Yeah, this is all bottle gourd, and yeah, finish. Okay, so also here, just to spend 1 minute, 2 minutes, no, to say what happened here. There was I think 3 old video, no, 3 months old video that I've done in this small line of experiment. Maybe it was December, I don't remember, January, December. So what we have done here, we have tried to do a small line of agroforestry. Very simple actually, because we have very few seed, only sunflower and another kind of seed like, you know, carrot and radish that was not appropriate in this season to be planted. And then we have curry leaf. Curry leaf that is shrubs. So what we have done here, we have tried to do a, no, they call in syntropic agriculture placenta, no, placenta. So we have done with the sunflower. Sunflower can grow very well also when it's high temperature, no. So it's giving a little bit of shade and protection to the new trees, no. This jackfruit, for example. So it's not growing totally full sun. It's just growing in a little bit of protection by the sunflower. Sunflower just in in 1 or 2 months they are finished. Then the rain come, and so they can come out. They are doing quite well actually. There are good color in this jackfruit. Maybe some problem here, but actually it's not that bad. And under this we have curry leaf that, to be sincere, they're struggling a lot. This is not a kind of tree that like at all the sun, and should be planted in the wet season. All the trees should be planted in the wet season, to be sincere, in this kind of climate, no? Because now it's getting very hot. And yeah, we try to do some, beans here. So we have this kind of growing, no? We didn't have eucalyptus, we don't have this now here. The plan is to grow also this, not to the normal stuff with cutting the top part of the eucalyptus, put it down in the line. But now we have just this sunflower to finish very, Fos placenta, jackfruit again. You see the difference? This is nice to see. This jackfruit that is growing, the sunflower was not able to grow. It's growing in the full sun, and is a little bit yellow. And this one that is under the sunflower, I think is growing a little bit better, at least 20-30% better than the other one, so it's some help. Again, then what we have? Curry leaf that is struggling a lot, and avocado here. That is good protection. Actually, you see, it's nice. Can be grow very well under the sunflower. Also, if they are the same strata, no. I mean, avocado maybe is not emergent, is higher layer, no. And these, they are high strata, no. But in this kind of, you know, plantation, in the first time, they can protect it. They can be used, the sunflower or the corns, to give protection to the next generation, no? And then what we have again, we have the, you know, jackfruit, another kind of jackfruit here. Again we have finished jackfruit. You see, for example, this curry leaf that is in the shade, protected by the palm. We have a palm here. It's growing really better. The leaves are nice. This is very clear, actually, to be shown. Very, very clear. All the curry leaves that are growing here, they are very nice under the shade. And if we, if we go in the total sun, they're struggling more. They're smaller. You see here? Watch that. Very bad. So yeah, this is the small experiment. This experiment, actually, they're giving very few water, so it was a small thing just to observe, to learn, no? And also this one was use coconut mulch. I think is not the best. Also here, a lot of time to decompose this. Actually, 3 months, very few decomposition was here. But the good stuff, at least, that we have put the wood is full of wood. No, here, no, there is no wood. They haven't put the wood here. Maybe here. We can check. We can check. Yeah. You see? This is very nice. It started to decompose very nicely. And yeah. Watch that, how much is nice. Maybe you're able to see. All the roots are going under. You see? You see, here are the roots. So this is very important. This is our fertilizer. This one. You see all the roots. They want to stay under, and then there is animal that dig holes and they start to, put in the soil in some structure. But guys, coconut mulch for me is very bad. It's not good at all. It's not good. It's not decomposed. Okay, that's it. Also another stuff very nice to see, that moringa tree. We have put, some moringa stick. Very big moringa stick is going to grow again. This is very good. Good plant to use to generate biomass. Okay, this is the last video that I will do in this area, I think. And yes, bye. Thank you so much.